Alright, boys, we finally have the information. I had to go back and forth with a couple of people to see the full translations and to like get a good grasp of what she actually does. This Liz is really broken, but I think she's not as broken as I feared. We'll have to see when she's in-game. I actually, like, first impressions of her is she's really strong, but I don't think she's as broken on release as like Ban or Liz were when they released the first Liz. I don't think she's that broken, but she's really strong. I think she's stronger than Shredder Melee too. We'll have to see about that one though. I wish she had Power Strike instead of Flood. But anyway, let's go talk about her stats first, because they do show her stats. They show it before they go into this, so they show them right here. Yep. So she has 85% pierce rate, which is really good. She has 73% resistance, which is also good. 116% crit chance, 228% crit damage, 97 crit resistance, and 111 crit defense. Now, these stats you can ignore because she's level 100, which is also introduced in this update, which I'm not a big fan of. There's a whole new demon and everything that they fought to. And it's another pendant. It's a lot of pendants. I don't like this. It is what it is, bro. Like, you hate to see it, but like, you can't help it, right? Anyway, so let's talk about her cards. So her cards are as follows. So they're gonna do them in game, and then I'm gonna explain them. So, what is this card? Okay, this is her AOE. All right, so her AOE is what took me the longest to actually understand. Her AOE is like, so it says right here, right? We have it 275% of damage, right? Of her attack, 275% basic, right? AOE. And then per ult gauge that she has, so it's like pulverized, like Fest Gotha, right? Or Diane. Per ult gauge she increases the damage by 8% of her own max HP. That's 3% at rank 1, and then it's 8% at rank 3. So that's really strong, because if you go HP crit on her, and you have like HP, like you have like Margaret and stuff that buffs all goddess Liz, all goddess like basic stats and everything, you can get her HP pretty high, and then that way you can do big boy damage. And she also increases her own basic stats if anyone does something, which we'll talk about later because that's her passive. But 275% AoE, and then per ult gauge 8% of her max health. So at 5 ult gauge, 40% of her max health plus this, which that is a lot, because let's say you have 250k, okay, HP, right? Let's say you have 250k, which should be easy. You probably have like 280k now. Let's say 280k, okay? I think that's easier for me to calculate. It's not, but if we have 280k HP, then if she had full ult gauge, so 40%, she would do like 130k ish on every enemy extra plus her attack. So this would do like a million on every enemy. Like, it's really strong. It's a really strong card effect, right? Like right there she did 262k on one enemy, and she's not built up or anything yet. Oh no, she is actually, she's built up, but we'll talk about that in a second. Her other card, her single target, I think they do her single target after this as well, because they kept spamming it. No, that's her ultimate. Hey, relax. Her ultimate's broken, but we don't need to talk about that. All right, do her rank 3. There we go. Her single target is Flood. Sorry, it took me a while to remember the word. It's Flood. I recorded this video 6 times, by the way, and every single time I made like one little mistake, so I was like, okay, let me go back and like make sure I get everything right. Her single target is Flood, which is just Flood. It's a strong card. It's whatever. And then her AoE, yeah, we see 110, 1, and then 3%, right? It's different. It's a lot less on like rank 1, but it should still be really strong. We'll see though when she releases, right? Obviously I'll make a showcase. I hope they don't release level, like it won't be on day 1, right? Like we won't have level 100 on day 1. We'll have it in the future, like next week or something is when they release it, I'm pretty sure, or in like a month maybe even, hopefully. But anyway, if they release it tomorrow, I'll be so upset, because that's infinite grinding you have to do. So then I have to do like a level 90 showcase, and then I have to do a level 100 showcase, which to be fair is more videos for me, but it'd be really annoying. Now her ultimate is if we go forward a lot. No. Okay. Stalling, there we go. Her ultimate is this big boy whale, right? No, I don't remember this in the show. I can't lie, I don't remember this. I read the manga like 2 years ago, I think. I don't remember this at all. I don't remember a whale. A big shark whale, beluga whale thingy, One Piece. Like, I don't remember. But it's pretty cool. I like it. I think all her effects are like really cool looking. All her skill, her model and everything is really good looking, I think. But regardless, so What that broken ass ultimate does is it puts this buff on all allies, on 2 allies, which makes it so they can't die. Is it this one? And that's her passive. This is her weird ass thingy. It gives resuscitate to two allies, which means that if they die, they come back and half HP. So it's more broken than Liz's old passive because she gives everyone revive. And before, like while doing this, she also like one-shots all enemies because 6% of max health is a lot. It's a lot higher. Like Bonds is 45%, by the way. Now he has Rupture, but she has Revive 2 allies, so I think that's better. All things considered. So yeah, that's gonna be rough. That's gonna be a rough thing to deal with, because she's gonna revive 2 allies at max health, and I don't know if that's gonna like. I'm gonna assume they keep their ult catch and everything, so you just do ult rush with her. You rush her ultimate, even if first doesn't kill. You rush the other ones, and they just get resurrected. So it's a really strong effect on an ultimate to have. It's better than like the ult Liz. It's just an upgrade from the ult Liz, right? The ult Liz just like shielded, healed, and then it reflected, which is whatever. And she had revive on her passive. This one just revives you at half HP, like boom, like this. And it's a white buff too, so you can remove it. You can remove it. You can play around it. It's like Denzel, sorta, right? It's like Denzel, but like infinitely better, because Denzel's only on himself. Like he can't drop below 1, but hers is revive at half HP, and it's 2 allies instead of just her. So it's really strong. We have this too, right? Looks pretty. They used her in PvP as well. Okay. I swear they used her in PvP. Oh, there you go. Right, they did stuff. We can check her damage on like the Ragnarok bond here, I guess. I think she's built up right now, so this should do really good damage. Yeah, 214k on a single hit crit, so it's really strong. Oh, now her passive. I didn't mention her passive. Her passive is every time an ally uses a skill, she increases her own basic stats by 6% up to 4 times. And then when she's done that, when she's done that, she heals for 1/3 of her health, and she gets 15% to all stats for 4 turns or 5 turns. 15% for 5 turns. So that is really strong, because using 4 cards, that's 2 turns. So turn 1, you do like Diane stance, dissolve, rank up, right? And then the next turn you do Diane card, and then she has her 4 stacks. She's maxed out. She'll have infinite damage of everything. And if you have like Margaret too, right? You could like on the Goddess team, you use like Tarmiel stance, Margaret buff card, and then like you attack with Margaret because the attack card is useless. And the next turn you get another buff card, right? Let's say, or let's say you start with 2 stances in the buff, right? Hypothetically. Or let's say you do 4 buff cards slash stance card before she gets her stuff, okay? So you increase with Margaret, you'd increase her basic stats by 32%. She increases it by 30%, and then she increases it by 15% again at the end. So she'd have what, 77? It's 77. Yeah, 77% increased basic stats and 15% all stats increased. So that's big. That's a lot of stats on 1 unit. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the Liz. I think. I mean, if you have any questions, I'm gonna be, because her translations are a little weird. But that's pretty much gonna be it, right? Let's not. Her outfits are. Oh, hold up. If her face wasn't so stupid, like I think Liz is a hot character, but that's just because 7 Days Since they make the women like, you know. Anyway, but that's gonna be it from me, boys. I hope you guys enjoyed. That's Liz. Good job.